Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel. It's a two part series, The Week That Was College Football History Review, the 1989 college football season. We're going over the major college bowls and take from there conclude to look at the 1989 college football season in general and move on to the 1990 season tomorrow. Let's get into the college bowl games, go over the scores and stuff like that. We'll start with the Independence Bowl. Oregon State Oregon beat Tulsa 27-24. Aloha Bowl, Michigan State beat Hawaii 33-13. In the Liberty Bowl, Mississippi beat Air Force 42-29. In the All-American Bowl, Texas Tech beat Duke 49-21. This is Steve Spurrier's last game as a Duke coach, as he will go and coach the Florida Gators. It says in the details with Coach Steve Spurrier on way out, Duke was no match for tailback James Gray and Red Raiders as Gray ran for 280 yards, 4 touchdowns, and setting personal and game best. The Blue Devils, meanwhile, fell behind 28-0 in the first half before quarterback Dave Brown threw 2 touchdown passes to halve deficit by halftime. Texas Tech had converted 2 turnovers into touchdowns to take big lead. Score 9. Gray's 3 runs, including 54-yard run right after safety Brian Dubuski, who made earlier fumble recovery to set up Raiders' opening touchdown. In the Holiday Bowl, high scoring affair, the Holiday Bowl, Penn State beat Brigham Young by score of 50-39. Freedom Bowl, Washington beat Florida 34-7. The Peach Bowl, Syracuse beat Georgia by 19-18. Hancock Bowl, John Hancock Bowl, the Sun Bowl. Pittsburgh beat Texas A&M 31-28. The Gator Bowl, Clemson beat West Virginia 27-7. In the Gator Bowl, Clemson beat West Virginia 27-7. And quarterback Major Harris's great career at Helmet Mountaineers' attack ended poorly as the Clemson defense overwhelmed third-place finisher in the Heisman Trophy balloting. West Virginia scored a touchdown first drive but crossed midfield only twice thereafter, each drive being curtailed by turnover by Harris on first play after crossing midfield. The Tigers held Harris to 119 yards passing, 117 yards rushing, recovering 3 of his fumbles, made interception, sacked him 3 times. Meanwhile, Clemson defensive tackle Chester McLaughlin sealed the deal midway through the fourth quarter by pouncing on last of Harris' fumbles in end zone for 14-7 lead. Meanwhile, the Tigers tailback Joe Henderson, fullback Wesley McFadden, each ran for 2 touchdowns to help boost the Clemson to 4th straight bowl win. Copperfield Bowl, you had Arizona beating North Carolina State 17-10. The Florida Citrus Bowl, Illinois beat Virginia 31-21. The Cotton Bowl, Tennessee beat Arkansas 31-27. The Fiesta Bowl, Florida State beat Nebraska 41-17. In the Rose Bowl, Southern California beat Michigan 17-10. This was Bo Schembechler's final game as head coach of Michigan. It was hard fought yet disappointing as Trojans coach Larry Smith finally won the Rose Bowl battle in his 3rd straight appearance. So overall, Schembechler finished his career at 2-8 in the Rose Bowl. In the Sugar Bowl, Miami Hurricanes beat the Alabama Crimson Tide 33-25. Miami laid claim to its 3rd national title in 7 years with convincing yet hard-fought victory over Crimson Tide. Although Hurricanes never trailed in front of the sadly not pro-Alabama crowd, it took well in the second half to stab Bama's inspired underdogs. Teams traded early touchdowns on a 3-yard run by Miami fullback Steve McGuire, 4-yard touchdown pass from Tide quarterback Gary Hollingsworth to wide receiver Marco Battle. Miami went to air to take lead for good as quarterback Craig Erickson connected with wide receiver Wesley Carroll on 3 catch 50 yards, last on an 18-yard touchdown pass. After Crimson Tide cut the deficit 45-yard field goal by kicker Philip Doyle, Kings reserve tailback Alex Johnson scored on a 3-yard touchdown run for a 20-10 lead late in the second quarter. Alabama reacted with 11-play, 80-yard march to Hollingsworth Cat with a 7-yard scoring pass to tight end Lamond Russell. Alabama touchdown cut the score to 20-17 with 40 seconds left in the first half, whipped the crowd to a frenzy. Those challenged Miami tried to pass on final drive at half by interception that was made by safety Lee Osment set up Doyle for a tying field goal attempt which sailed wide. Meanwhile, defense dominated third quarter as neither team scored. With title imbalance in fourth quarter, Miami pulled away by air as Erickson threw touchdown passes of 11 yards to tight end Rob Szynski, a 12-yard to backup tight end Randy Bethel. Hollingsworth threw touchdown pass late, a 2-point conversion pass, but Bama failed to cover onside kick. Dennis Erickson became the second ever head coach to win national championship in the first year with school, previous occurrence being Michigan's Benny Oosterbaan in 1948. Finally, Orange Bowl, Notre Dame beat Colorado 21-6. Colorado had a brilliant, emotionally charged regular season, but it proved to be too much to play for national championship against Notre Dame, team that had occupied top ranking for most of the season. After Swaz exchanged angry words all at the center of the field for opening kickoff, they played to score his first half. It was first scoreless half deadlock in Orange Bowl since classic fourth outing between Auburn and Michigan State way back in 1938. Both of those moved the ball much better during the game's opening half, but were stopped on 3 drives deep into Notre Dame territory. Fumbled by tailback Eric Bieniemy, missed 23-yard field goal attempt by Ken Culbertson, goal line stand by Irish defense. On thrust threat, quarterback Darian Hagan ran for 106 yards rushing, 19 carries, marched Colorado to the Notre Dame 1-yard line, but midair, tackled by safety DeJuan Francisco, halted Bieniemy on first down. Hagan was then stopped by nose tackle Chris George on third down. Hagan was pushed out of bounds on option run, instead taking game's first points with bad angle chip shot. Buffaloes went for fake field goal with holder wide receiver Jeff Campbell being swallowed up by cornerback Stan Smagala at 1-yard line after Colorado linebacker wingback Chad Brown failed to release the end zone as planned pass target. Irish then flew downfield behind on multi-dimensional quarterback Tony Rice before Buffalo's no tackle Gary Howell blocked kicker Billy Hackett's field goal attempt. Colorado with ruled missed first half opportunities as Irish took command in the third quarter once Rice completed a 27-yard pass to wide receiver Tony Smith. Fullback Anthony Johnson ran 27 yards to set up his own 1-yard touchdown run. Linebacker Ned Bocarp next picked off Hagan's tip pass near midfield, and Notre Dame was on the move again. Overcoming 1st and 31 at the penalty, Notre Dame scored on a quick handoff to wide receiver tailback Rocket Ishmael, who ran for 108 yards and 16 carries, playing tailback after first quarter injury to tailback Ricky Waters, who took advantage of blitz to race 34 yards down the sideline for a commanding 14-0 lead. The final play of third quarter, Hagan galloped 39 yards for Colorado's only score, but Culbertson, holder of school record 66 straight extra points, missed the kick that missed was as consequential once I embarked on an 82-yard drive featuring 17 straight runs, ate up 9 minutes of the clock. One of the most devastating drives in bowl history was culminated by Johnson's 7-yard touchdown run. Here's the final AP poll as of January 2nd to conclude the season of college football 1989 with the bowl games. Miami was number 1, followed by number 2 Notre Dame, number 3 Florida State, 4 Colorado, 5 Tennessee, 6 Auburn, 7 Michigan, 8 Southern California, Alabama, 9, 10 Illinois, 11 Nebraska, 12 Clemson, 13 Arkansas, 14 Houston, 15 Penn State, 16 Michigan State, 17 Pittsburgh, 18 Virginia, 19 Texas Tech, 20 Texas A&M, 21 West Virginia, number 22 Brigham Young, number 23 Washington, number 24 Ohio State, and number 25 Arizona. As far as the top performance formula, number 1 was Notre Dame for 89. 1989 top opponent's record was number 1 for Notre Dame. Our conference records for 1989, the best record was Southeastern Conference 31-13. .7045 was the percentage. 3-3 in the bowl game. 1989 individual statistical leaders: Anthony Rush, Anthony Thomas, Anthony Thompson led the nation in rushing yards with 1,793, 358 attempts, averaging 5 yards a carry. Passing yards, Andre Ware was number one, 365 completions, 578 attempts, 4,699 passing yards, 63.1 completion percentage. Houston, Manny Hazard, receiving yards, was number one. Led the nation in receiving yards with 142 catches for 1,689 yards. Okay, so that concludes that. Let's look at the All-American team, consistent All-American team for 1989. All right, on offense, wide receiver Clarkston Hines of Duke, Terrence Mathis, New Mexico, tight end Mike Bush, Iowa State. Offensive line, Jim Mabry, Arkansas, Bob Kula, Michigan State, Muhammad Al-Anambi, Brigham Young, Joe Garton, Colorado, Eric Steele, Tennessee. Center position, Jake Young, Nebraska. Quarterback stood out was Andre Ware of Houston. Running backs, Anthony Thompson, Indiana, Emmitt Smith, Florida. Place kicker, Jason Hanson, Washington State. The defense, the defensive line, Chris Zorich, Notre Dame. Greg Mark, Miami. Tim Ryan, Southern California. Mo Gardner, Illinois. Linebacker, Percy Snow, Michigan State. Keith McCants, Alabama. Alfred Williams, Colorado. Defensive backfield, secondary, Todd Light, Notre Dame. Mark Carrier, Southern California. Trip Wellborn, Michigan. Leroy Butler, Florida State. Punter, Tom Ruin, Colorado. The Heisman Trophy vote for 1989, top vote getter was Andre Ware, senior quarterback of Houston, with 1,073 votes. Finishing second was Anthony Thompson, senior tailback, Indiana, 1,003 votes. Major Harris, junior quarterback, West Virginia, 709. Tony Rice, senior quarterback, Notre Dame, 523. And Darian Hagan, sophomore quarterback, Colorado, 292. Other major award winners for 1989, you had Anthony Thompson winning the Maxwell Award. Russell Camp Award went to Andre Ware. Muhammad Al-Anambi, senior guard, BYU, won Outland Trophy Award. The Barty Award went to Percy Snow, senior linebacker of Michigan State, as well as the Dick Buckus Award. The Jim Thorpe Award went to Mark Carrier, junior safety of California, Southern Cal. The David O'Brien Award went to Andre Ware. And Bill McCartney, the Colorado coach, won the AFCA Coach of the Year Award. So that concludes a look at the 1989 college football season in general, conclusion of the season, as well as the bowl games that I went over, and stats and whatever took place with that. All-American team, Heisman Trophy vote, won the major awards, as well as stats and things of that nature. I'll do a video of this Mag 2 tomorrow. Look at the 1990 college football season. Look into college football of the 90s decade, starting with the 1990 college football season, the overview of the 1990 college football season. So please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Do videos Mag 2 tomorrow. Until then, talk to you soon.